the American people stand firm in the faith which has inspired this nation from the beginning. We believe that all men have a right to equal justice under law and equal opportunity to share in the common good. We believe that all men have the right to freedom of thought and expression. We believe that all men are created equal because they are created in the image of God. From this faith, we will not be moved.
Hello, God bless America, and welcome to the Freedom of Thought podcast. I'm your host, Paladino Joey, or Joey Awajan. Freedom of Thought is available on all of your favorite podcasting apps. Thank you once and always for downloading and listening to the show. It is a great pleasure to be back on board with you once again today. Sorry if I bumped something there. I figure, so this is a mobile show, just kind of the way things are set up. I'd rather do it this way today, in this particular episode. Going to kind of talk a little bit about some things about the Super Bowl and the NFL, some trends, kind of sad, disappointing trends that we're noticing. A lot of us out there, we're noticing, myself included, of course, how, we'll get to that in a second. But obviously, it was an emotional football game, a bit of back and forth and all that. And we're not necessarily here to talk sports, but mostly to kind of get into what we saw. Of course, again, the halftime show was kind of weird and kind of unnecessary, and just the kind of music that I just can't relate to. It wasn't the worst thing ever, but it's certainly not anything I care about. And I don't know, that everybody wearing red, it's just kind of getting weird too. It feels like they're sending too much of a message about this, too much of a message about that. Plus the fact that Rihanna's pregnant several months in. It's like, what's the point? Like, that's kind of weird. But we talked about Damar Hamlin quite a bit and how we all prayed for him, and we all really wanted him to get through that difficult, scary time. So then he goes to the Super Bowl and he wears the strangest jacket. So according to TMZ Sports, Adrian Peterson talked to Damar Hamlin after ripping disrespectful jacket at the Super Bowl. So yes, Damar Hamlin had a very disrespectful jacket at the Super Bowl. Let me describe it a bit. So the front is like a SpongeBob type of character, kind of drawn like Jesus with a crown of thorns and just a wacky, stupid look, like makes him look like an idiot. This is Damar Hamlin again, folks. The same guy that almost, died of a cardiac arrest. The whole world was praying for him, or at least apparently not enough people were, huh? What does it read? Without end or beginning, there is no day and there is no night. Okay? But then, it's like a really goofy looking, like kind of like a dumb, I don't know, dare I say, mentally challenged looking Jesus type image as a SpongeBob character with the crown of thorns and all kinds of stuff going on, like the beard, everything, but just looking like really dumb, And then on the back, there's that same Jesus, like, I don't know if it's a SpongeBob or what the heck. It just looks silly. And it says eternal, and it's on the cross with, the blood, the nails and the blood coming out and everything. And I don't know. Again, I'm going to repeat. This is Damar Hamlin. Who almost lost his life. And he's making this kind of mockery of the Lord. I'm not sure what to say anymore. I'm really not. It just blows my mind. I just can't believe it. Apparently, it was a $3,150 jacket. Travis Jesus jacket with the crucifix, and it really ticked Adrian Peterson off. So good for Adrian Peterson. And then Adrian Peterson says, "You should be thanking God, son. This is blasphemy. We all fall short, but come on, man. I find this disrespectful. #grateful, #God did. Interestingly, not everyone agrees with the future Hall of Famer, including former star running back Fred Taylor, who believes AD handled the situation the wrong way." Really? I don't think Adrian did anything wrong there. So what did Fred Taylor say? "You should DM him, bro." Of course, we got to call everybody bro nowadays. It's so cool. I'm sure he's listened to your opinion. Okay? Posting it doesn't help anyone. He's young. Young people don't always think before they wear things, just like people who wear skulls and other things. That doesn't align with, that doesn't, you mean that don't, right? That don't align with Christian beliefs. Try to reach him, Taylor wrote to Peterson, but Adrian, who was a devout Christian, still wasn't having it. Adrian responds with, but this was different. I know young people don't think at times, older as well, but with everything surrounding a situation, this isn't one of the moments where it's a young guy not thinking. So, yeah. As for Damar, he is yet to respond to Adrian. So, thank you, TMZ, for putting this. Actually, give them credit, obviously, but I think I'm on Adrian Peterson's side. Fred Taylor making the excuse like a cop-out. Like, he's young. What do you expect? He's young. What do you expect? So what? So young people should worship. Sorry, I just want to open things up here. He's young. So young people should literally make a mock of the Lord? He's an adult. He's a 24-year-old adult. That still counts. Like young, like an 8-year-old or something. I mean, that's beyond disrespectful. And again, what he went through is off the charts. So it was kind of like ongoing things. This is going backwards in time. That's weird. Yeah, but no, I think it's blasphemy. I do. Hamlin was at the game sitting with NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell and Donna Kelsey before kickoff. First responders who saved Damar's life were honored, and the 24-year-old defensive back was on the field to watch. Okay, but can you imagine though? He would go and be on that center stage wearing that jacket. I just don't understand. I mean, that's not being young. It's almost like just like a devil worshippers or something, like just making a mockery of the Lord, making a mockery of Christ. And then here's the other thing that is a major alarming trend. It's not that the halftime show was evil and terrible, even though it is low class. It was very low class. It's not something I'm a fan of. I don't like the music style. It didn't even sound like music to me. It's just laugh. But forget about the halftime show. When the Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl, much to my chagrin, I was hoping the Eagles would win because I just don't like the Chiefs. I just don't. Not one of them. Not even Patrick Mahomes. Not Andy Reid. Of course not Travis Kelce. He's too busy making a fool of himself. An absolute idiot. Just acting like a frat boy at age 33, by the way. But he's young. No, he's 33 and he's acting like a frat boy. Frat boy, like 19-year-old underage drunk little prick. That's what he was acting like. Pardon my French a little bit there. Not one of them thanked God. Not one of them mentioned God. Not even so much as mentioned God. And I've been noticing that as a trend lately in sports all over the place. It used to be all the time. Like I remember the New York Yankees, and this is a long time ago, but the 96 Yankees, it was like, I thank God, I thank the Lord, I want to thank my point man, Jesus Christ. It just kept happening, Yankee after Yankee, when they won the 96 World Series. I know it's a long time ago, but it's not that long ago, is it? It's not 10,000 years ago, and even if it was, why would it change? Why would you want the whole world to change so much, so dramatically? We're going into a dark age here, folks. We really are, particularly in the entertainment industry. We really are going into a dark age, and it's extremely scary, actually. It's really scary. It makes me not want to watch anything anymore. For now, I guess I still will, probably partially for material like this, sadly. But again, not one of them thanked God, which is, again, something that I find a little strange and kind of unacceptable, to be quite fair. What the heck? What the heck? Not one of them. And again, more and more of them are acting like fools in front of the camera. And you have this weird jacket. The NBA, everybody's kneeling for the national anthem and kneeling for the national anthem and kneeling for the national anthem. And, they hate the country. The LeBron James of the world, he wouldn't mention God if you put a gun to his head. And, of course, why would you do that? Why would you put a gun to his head to mention God? But just saying he wouldn't. He doesn't give it, he doesn't give a crap. He doesn't care at all. He doesn't give a hoot about God. In fact, he's got symbols all over his body that are actually heading a lot closer to the demonic. And, he does those hand signals that appear to be the 666 type of thing. And plus LeBron James wearing the number 6 and then having the 666 on one side and the 666 on the other. It's just like one symbol after another. all-seeing eye, all that crap. Yeah, they do the all-seeing eye triangle and then the 666 like thing. It's just, we're really going into a dark age. Again, particularly the entertainment industry. And of course, what do you think Lucifer was anyway? He was in entertainment, entertainment industry. He was the leader of music. He was the leader of music in heaven. He was the archangel of music. Gabriel, the archangel, the messenger archangel, still is, of course. Michael, the general. He was the general. He was the warrior archangel. Was and is, always was, yeah. But then there was Lucifer with the music. And then what's one of the most evil things? What is one of the more powerful things in the world that can bring you up, bring you down, make you angry, make you happy, make you very arrogant, which is really common today with a lot of this music, make you insanely arrogant? Music. Music is a very, very, very powerful thing. So, of course, when music is turned evil, people can very quickly become evil and thoughtless and arrogant and prideful, lovers of themselves. Everywhere you look, somebody has a profile picture. I love myself. I love myself. People go as far as to say, hey, yeah, you're supposed to love yourself, though. There's a fine line between loving yourself and being obsessed with yourself. Self-respect, yes. Love yourself to a point, yes. But to a point, there has to be a fine line between loving yourself and literally being obsessed with yourself, being a flat-out narcissist, lovers of themselves, the selfie sticks and all that crap, and 99 selfies every day, like literally 99 selfies a day, it seems like, on their phone nonstop. Don't want to acknowledge anybody because they don't feel the need to. It's who gives a crap about you? That kind of attitude. So stuff like this, they're just alarming trends, frightening, super disappointing. There's just, I don't know. I don't know what else to say about it, honestly. I'm going to look into the mailbag quick, even though I just did a show, but very happy to do this one again as well. But it's unfortunate that it's very disappointing stuff. I thought something new came on the most recent one. Mark Carlson says, I've been looking forward to this one. Thank you in advance before I listen. And you're welcome, Mark, very much so, out of Iowa. I think there was something else that Mark said, and it's almost like I have like a mental reminder in my head now to go backtrack and see what he said. Of course, now this is just, come on now. I want to make sure that I'm going to actually see it here. No, that can't be it. Okay, yeah. Wow, there is some stuff, I believe. Yeah, good. Here it is. This is probably what it was. I talked to a friend of mine about the American Legion yesterday and why we are members. I mentioned, this was after, again, like I posted the image of Enes Kanter commenting about LeBron James. Yes, he had all the points, 38,388 points, 0 morals, 0 values, 0 principles, 0 empathy, and 1 bow down to China. And, another thing, we'll get to it in a minute if I remember. Mark Carlson says again, I talked to a friend of mine about the American Legion yesterday and why we are members. I mentioned that we are all proud of our service to the nation. It's true, but I went on saying that the only individual thing that mattered as a Legion member was your hat size, so it fits properly. Yeah, the rest of it is about the service of the community and the nation. Oh, doggone it. Okay, why can't this not be there? Okay. It's not about the decorations that are on the cap, like say Why is this here? Let me read. This thing is annoying. I apologize. I just want to be able to read it if it would let me. Okay, I'll just press that. Yep. Whoa, this is a big one. I know I am a long way from sports and sportsmanship with that quote. I know. And the world we live in today is all about, there you go, self-love, stardom, as mentioned in a recent Freedom of Thought episode. Thank you. Yeah, that's cool. However, looking back in time at athletes of all kinds, they always said how much they loved their country and recognized that only in a free country, could that achieve great things in sports and follow their skills and talents to make a living, not be forced to work in a government factory or a coal mine. pride is a great thing as long as you give credit where it's due. I don't think you get 38,388 points by being the only player on the team. Another thought here, as an astronaut goes to the moon, how did he or she get there? Looking forward to the next show. Mark from Iowa. And yep, here you are. Great comment. Mark, that was awesome. Just want to make sure. Yeah. I think I read the one by Lee Hebner. Yes. Interesting. Pretty sure I read that. Yeah, I did. Okay, so Mark says, I've been looking forward to this one. Yep, I remember that one. And here we go. So I read both of these. Yes. Read both of these. And tonight is the Super Bowl, so get prepared for woke corporate commercials and lousy advertising. I have to bet there will be at least one telling everyone to get the vax. Yeah, pretty much. Of course, the Super Bowl halftime show will be a joke, but I'm not missing the opening with the national anthem and the flag. Yep, I agree. And after that, who knows what will happen. And also now they're talking about the, like they've been displaying the black national anthem, which if anybody sits down during that, how dare you? Oh, my God. But it's okay to sit down during the American national anthem. Oh, yeah. So it's unbelievable the hypocrisy out there by the same people that have basically kind of been burning the whole country down. Not literally now, but a lot during the whole George Floyd craziness and riots and such. But, well, I just wanted to get this show out. I wanted to get this out while things are still fresh, and it's just heartbreaking to see Damar Hamlin wear that jacket after what just happened. And Adrian Peterson, here. Anybody disagreeing with Adrian Peterson and telling him that this Damar Hamlin is young and young people do weird things or stupid things or whatever, that's not an excuse. That is not an excuse to make a mockery of Jesus Christ, especially after what just happened. It really makes you wonder. And the people like Alex Jones and Owen Schroyer, people like that, are truly wondering if this is just, literally like a bunch of devil worshippers showing who they are. And I'm beginning to wonder. Many years ago, 2013, Marcus the Forecaster, who was my co-host on Timberwolves Explosion 10 years ago already, during the NBA Finals, he was very, very aware of LeBron James and all the creepy symbolism he does with his hands before games and all that, and so even some of the tattoo on his chest is demonic. It's a very demonic thing. But also, again, like there was something fishy about him back then, where the Heat were losing the game. Miami Heat at the time is where LeBron was. And then he disappeared in the locker room for a short time and then came out almost like he was a completely different person. And he said, prayed to his God, and then had this scared look on his face as if he meant the devil. Like he literally was maybe doing some kind of demonic ritual and then came out, like a demon almost. And the Heat went on and won the game, of course. And LeBron James went off. So it makes you wonder. It really does. And then this talk about the brotherhood, Donald Trump was messing with the brotherhood when there was a tiny little Twitter war between Trump and LeBron that got turned into the biggest, baddest thing of all time. Like Trump's the worst person ever. And then, why am I forgetting the former Timberwolves player who was a decent role player? I forget if he was on the Wolves at the time when he said it. I think he was. He said, that's messing with the brotherhood, the NBA brotherhood and stuff like that. And then I even tweeted him, well, what is this brotherhood talk? What are you guys, some kind of elite secret society or something? Because that kind of stuff creeps me out when you hear about that. These rich and powerful athletes are like, they're untouchable. You're messing with the brotherhood. Like, what is that? So obviously, when I hear stuff like that, I get very creeped out. And you truly wonder, is it a secret society in a sense? Maybe an out front secret society that you just don't mess with us, kind of like a mafia or something. So again, more creepy, alarming trends that have been going on for many years and are really starting to rear their ugly head now in front of everybody. So especially during the 2020 riot crap and all of that. So, and all the COVID cult, and all the riot stuff, to me, all of that seems to be all kind of one and the same. it's really sad, honest to God. With that said, thank you, Mark, again for the awesome comments. Anybody else listening, feel free to comment away, call in, voice, what do they call it? What do we call it? Audio submissions. Basically, open up your smart device, which is what I'm using literally right now. I'm literally using a voice recording app right now to do this podcast. Because, yeah, that's why I call it a mobile show. That's what this is. This is a mobile show today. And I'll get it all uploaded and onto the computer ASAP and edited and put out to the Anchor and all that and get you guys, and you'll be able to listen to it. But that's all you got to do. Open your free voice recording application or app on your smart device, press record, and talk away. And then when you're done, save it and share it / email it to paladinolive@yahoo.com, paladinolive@yahoo.com. And then I will convert it into an MP3 file, like I'm going to do it with this one, actually. Convert it into an MP3 file, thanks to Zumzar with a Z.com. With that said, thank every one of you so much for listening to this show. Please tell your friends about it. Hope the audio is okay. Usually these turn out all right, but oftentimes it's better when I'm actually outside. But this one had to be done in this form. Hopefully I'm not too close to the mouth or too far from my mouth while I'm recording, but... Again, the information hopefully is what counts, and you're enjoying it. With that, even though it's not necessarily great news or anything, it's very sad news. Take care, God bless, and God bless the United States of America. We'll talk to you next time.